Greetings, gang. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've been taking good care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat, to my members, my moderators. Hey, Miss Goddess One. Hey, Lily Cat. Hey, Tanaya. Hey, Lil. Hey, AV. Hey, D'Angela. Hey, HB3. Everybody's here. I'm feeling a whole lot better today, gang. Yeah, I got a little good push of energy. so let's get y'all reading going. We're gonna do a quick energy check-in, see what's going on in the energy and whatnot. I hope you've been doing okay, D'Angela. We missed you too. um, yeah. All right, gang. So let's get it. Thank you, Tanaya. Girl, I've been resting my little voice and uh, taking care of myself. Okay. All right, let's see. Hey, Brianna. Thank you. Sending love back to you. All right, let's see, gang. And shout out again to all the members, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be holding it down. Thanks. Okay. Thanks, HP3. All right, gang. Let's see what's going on. Hey, son. Oh, yeah, let's do it different. Let's get a better shuffle. Let's see. I think I have the deck upside down. Okay. That's better. Okay. Overall energy is the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. Okay, so some of you guys are at this time, you're feeling grounded. I think some of you guys are contemplating on your plans. Somebody may be thinking of like where they should invest their money so that it can grow and multiply. If you look here on this Queen of Pentacles card, she's got this bunny rabbit right here. So somebody could be thinking of ways to like grow their money. I feel like somebody needs to or wants to invest their money into something that's just going to make them money without them having to do too much work. Like somebody just wants like something, thank you, Spirit, to gain interest. And then they'll be able to like pull out of it whenever they need to for like important big purchases, not for like frivolous things. So somebody is really thinking of investments and stuff like that at this time. Let's see. Yeah, bottom of the deck here, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody is thinking of like ways they can make their money work for them. Confirmation. Coming out in the upright position, we got the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, somebody is like, look, what can I do to make my money grow to where I don't have to overwork myself? I feel like whoever this is, you're going to come up with a plan. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands in the upright position. So you're going to come up with a plan here that's going to make this be able to happen for you. Spirit is saying that the only work that's going to really take out of you is finding out what this could be. Like finding the investment, finding the stock or the business or whatever it is. That's going to be the part that's going to be the work. But after you figure this out, with the Seven of Pentacles, you'll see a return on investment. With the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, you might want to invest in somebody that can help you make your money grow. But there's something going on here. It looks successful though with the Eight of Wands in the upright. Yeah, confirmation. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. A lot of pentacles tonight, gang. So yeah, you definitely are in this phase. I feel like some of you too are wondering what's going to happen with the economy. Hey, Soul Marie. I feel like some of you guys are trying to figure out what's going to happen with the economy. And, you know, it's just a lot of that going on in your mind right now, like money, investments, with the Eight of Pentacles, possibly a new job, where you can go that you will see a return on investment. Thank you for the super chat, Soul Marie. I appreciate you. So, definitely with the Eight of Wands, it looks like once you figure out the plan, it's going to get moving here, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. What do I do with the Eight of Wands? Oh, yeah, here's the Eight of Wands. So the plan, when you figure out what this plan will be, what this investment will be, I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, it's going to grow interest, but this is something that's going to grow over time. This is not the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords where it's just something impulsive, like a flash in the pan. With all the Pentacles here, this is something that has like longevity, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being your overall energy. So longevity is definitely something that's at the forefront of your mind, and you just working on trying to figure out the right plan here. But once you do, with the Eight of Wands, things will get rolling. So just be patient. I know you hate to hear that, but not patient like, oh, it's going to take forever. Like patient, like allow these seeds to grow. Like plant them and then give them room to grow. You know, really tend to whatever it is that you're trying to do. Yeah, bottom of the deck here is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So some of you guys are really coming out of some type of harsh cycle in your life. Maybe you feel like you've had 10 years of bad luck or something, or maybe you just kind of feel like things have been like real fucked up for a long time. And so you might start to see some movement where things were stagnant. All right, let's see. Good energy for you guys starting off. What do we have for the collective, please, Spirit? Page of Cups in reverse. With the Eight of Swords in reverse. Somebody want to be let out of the doghouse. Somebody like, man, just answer me, unblock me. Eight of Swords in reverse with the Page of Cups in reverse. Somebody like, unblock me so I can say what I have to say to you. Like somebody is frustrated that, you know, the lines of communication between you two have been blocked for a while. But for some of you too, I'm also hearing that like, if you have been told a lot of like negative things by someone that you thought like cared about you or wanted the best for you, I feel like you're over that now. I feel like a lot of you guys have like freed yourself from the prison of other people's words, thoughts, lack of care, lack of compassion, lack of emotion. You have freed yourself up from those spaces. Yeah, confirmation, the Hermit. And so you're like in your own energy at this time. I feel like some of you guys have learned a lot too from like maybe the way you have spoken to someone. Maybe it wasn't the best way. Maybe you spoke to someone and you didn't have the compassion or something. With the Page of Cups in reverse. But there's something going on here where this freedom that you're stepping into is just really gonna like put you deeper into yourself with this 9 energy with the Hermit. That represents Virgo, so some of you guys can have Virgo highly aspected in your chart. So I feel like for some of you guys, being kind of like lonely or out the way has really taught you things about yourself. Some of you guys don't have enough compassion for yourself too. Like some of you guys may accomplish things and then don't even like appreciate what you accomplished. You just like, oh, I accomplished that. Now let me hurry up and get to the next thing. Or like you don't tell yourself, good job. Like I feel like you're going to be freeing yourself up from that. Like, you know, there's one thing to be like self-aware and know that like you're not perfect and that you still have some work to do. But it's another thing when that starts to turn into you not appreciating yourself. And with the 8 of Swords in reverse, the things you've overcome, the mental anguish, you know, people go through things. But, oh, excuse me. I feel like somebody needs to kind of like switch that up. Like instead of being like, man, I went through all of this, I lost all of this. There needs to be like a shift in perspective, the wisdom of it all. Like, you know, maybe I did fuck up sometimes. Maybe I wasn't at my best. But look, I'm free now. Like, I'm out of that now. What is this, please? Yeah, 3 of Cups. Somebody needs to like, and then even too, like you need to be around people who celebrate you. Like a lot of the times, like you can go through things and people will be around you while you are going through stuff. They like you that way. You need people that like you when you're happy too. You need people that like you when you're celebrating your wins, when you are celebrating your accomplishments, when you have overcome personal goals. You know, it does, you know, sometimes people like expect like success and things like that to be some big to do, you know, like some big, oh, you got this brand new car. Oh, you got a big ass house. Oh, you got a gang of nice shit. This is different with the 3 of Cups and the Hermit. You need to celebrate like your private wins, your private successes, your private triumphs and things like that. Because the way you are growing and evolving right now, you don't want people around you who just kind of like want you to be in the same boat as them. You need to be around people who celebrate your freedom. Not because when you come out of the 8 of Swords, you know, the 8 of Swords is a very heavy energy because the swords represent the mind. So you could have had these invisible restrictions that you put on yourself at times. There's a lot going on with the Hermit energy. So as you break free and as you come out of this, you want people to be at your coming out party. Like you, oh my God, you back on the block. Oh, you doing well. Oh, you know, stuff like that. You need people to celebrate you coming out of this space of sadness or mild depression, even with the Page of Cups in reverse. You know, oftentimes they tell you that you'll know your people when you down bad. Now, sometimes that could be true, but I don't look at things as black and white. I feel like sometimes, you know, that will show you your people. If they hold you down when you know, you doing bad, will hold you up rather when you going through a tough time. But The crazy thing is when you get in this Three of Cups and this Hermit, when you've learned yourself and you starting to celebrate these private wins and stuff that you've gone through out the way that nobody has seen, you need people that receive you with open arms, because the Three of Cups can also talk about reuniting with people. And now that you're in this freedom space and you've learned much more, you're different with the Hermit. And so you need people who celebrate that too. But sometimes people don't celebrate the healed version of you. They don't celebrate the wiser version of you, the freer version of you, because it doesn't fit where they are in their mind with the Eight of Swords. But with the Hermit and the and the Three of Cups, this is a time for like you to celebrate like the times where you could be thinking to yourself like, man, if I knew then what I know now, wooty wooty woo. Well, you know it now. So now that you do know it with the Hermit, with the Three of Cups, go out and make the best of it. All right, let's see. All right, you got the Six of Cups. Yeah, so like I said, oh, if I knew then what I know now. So, I believe Mercury went direct already. So sometimes in the Mercury retrogrades, you do kind of get in your thoughts, you kind of get in your feelings about, and sometimes it's not always about a lover. I know that's the trend that, oh, Mercury retrograde gonna bring your old lovers back. Some of you guys can remember countless Mercury retrogrades when your lovers didn't even come back. Sometimes the retrogrades and Mercury as well, being the planet of communication and things like that, it can kind of like make you reflect on a lot of stuff, not just lovers. So with the Six of Cups, I'm seeing some of you guys have been reflecting on the past, some of the mistakes you've made in the past, people who have made, slighted you and whatnot. But with the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like you're freeing yourself from that, from the past. Now, the past is going to always be a reference, but it's not supposed to be a residence. It's not supposed to be the lens in which you see the world. You know what I'm saying? And so with the Hermit, you know that now. You're wiser now. You're not trapped in your head. Some of you guys are going to start to push away from that overthinking and the worst case scenario thoughts. And then some of you guys do this thing where you have this like analysis paralysis. So you spend so much time picking something apart, analyzing every angle of it to where you don't make any moves at all. That also is something that somebody needs to address or has been addressing. What is this Six of Cups, please, Spirit? Let's get the big girls. Let's clarify. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, see? Five of Pentacles in reverse to clarify this energy. So some of you guys even used to have like a scarcity mindset. Like, yeah, so Marie, you got to shake it off. With the Five of Pentacles, though, in reverse, some of you guys are going to realize that maybe you misunderstood someone due to your past experiences with the Six of Cups. or you misunderstood someone's feelings about something, or your feelings. I feel like there was some type of misunderstanding here with the Six of Cups and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. But I also feel like, too, somebody purposely misunderstands others when it doesn't fit some type of script that they have. Somebody is too controlling. Like, somebody has, like, how can I say? Like, with the Six of Cups, somebody has, like, they don't, this, whoever this is, like, they don't ever want their feelings hurt. So what they do is they, like, they're in this space of, like, I don't want my feelings hurt. I don't want to be abandoned. So it has to go this way. They have to say it at this moment. They have to do it right then when I'm feeling it. Like, somebody's feelings is like something that they need to kind of like pull back on. Somebody needs to understand that other people have like their own rhythm in which they show their emotions, or how they show up for others. Because with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's like someone's not abandoned. But with the Six of Cups, someone has been conditioned to feel that way. Somebody's going to be coming out of that mindset. Like, if you want to see somebody on Tuesday, but they can't see you until Thursday, that's not a reason to be, like, offended. Or to feel like, oh, my God, this person's abandoning me, or they don't want to see me. Because, you know, the Five of Pentacles can be, like, outcast, misunderstood, da-da-da-da-da. Like, somebody needs to understand that, like, everybody has their own rhythm. Just because it's not happening on Tuesday doesn't mean it's not going to happen on Thursday. But I feel like somebody is stuck in a time where they were always like disappointed or something. But that's not the case anymore with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody needs to focus on being present. Can you show me this, please? Yeah, Three of Wands in reverse. Somebody needs to focus on being present. Somebody's like always waiting for the other shoe to drop. What is this Three of Wands in reverse, please, Spirit? Hierophant, Spirit. Spirit is like, pay attention, refocus. Somebody needs to understand too that their spirituality is like their own, you know? So what if people misunderstand you because they don't know your spiritual walk? They don't know your calling. Spirit is about to like show up and show out in somebody's life. And then Spirit is like, why do you keep worrying about if you gonna make it? I keep showing you time and time again, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Hierophant in the upright, that you gonna make it. You gonna have it. You're not gonna be in the lurch. You're not gonna be down bad. I'm telling you. And then the way your reading started off with all the pentacles, and now you got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We love the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody needs to just trust that Spirit got them. Like, think of a time when it was something for you that was for you now, not something you wanted to be for you, something that was actually for you, and Spirit didn't make a way. Spirit's about to show you they're going to make a way. What do we have, please? Once you learn to stop getting mad over the things that aren't for you, life becomes much easier. Life becomes sweet, low key. That's like a cheat code that everybody has access to. Confirmation, you have the justice and the upright position here. Spirit, I'm telling you, Spirit about to show up and show out in somebody's life. I ain't even gonna hold you. You got the Hierophant and Justice. Five of Pentacles in reverse. I just heard your bills stay paid. So what's the problem? I just heard that. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So there's some harsh things that you won't have to experience again. Can you show me this, please? Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Okay. We got the Hierophant in reverse with the Nine of Cups in reverse. So some of you guys need to be careful with like the spiritual people that you tend to follow or get some type of edification from or some shit like that, because you know there's some people, and I don't want to bring, because the energy is so bomb, but you already know I'm a messenger. Somebody is like not happy for your happiness. Somebody is praying against your happiness. You start off the reading doing so well, even up until now. It's crazy because the people who have been praying on your downfall, praying against your happiness, and it really don't matter, but the way Spirit about to show up and show out in your life, even they are going to be able to deny the covering and the favor on your life. Even the people who pray against you are going to see that their prayers didn't come true with the Hierophant in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. Like, oh, they pray for collective downfall. They pray for collective not to be able to make a way. These things these prayers don't come true for them. And it's crazy because you're not going to be able to hear them unless you clear audience. You're not going to really be able to hear them saying like, damn, I prayed for them to be done fell off by now and they haven't. But justice is swift with the justice card and it being the number 11. This is a karma, not even a fucking karma. This is just a spiritual lesson with the justice that's going to be taught. This is cosmic justice with the Hierophant and the upright for you. This is somebody who's evil, right? With the Hierophant in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. This is an evil person who's always like, yeah, Spirit don't play about me. God don't play about me. Well, God, Spirit about to show them how they don't play about you either with the justice, Hierophant in the upright, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. And unless you're clairvoyant or whatever, you're not going to see them seeing this. This is a silent ass victory because the Hierophant is a silent energy as well. So I feel like the enemy's prayers are not being answered. Justice is here. Okay? All right, let's move forward. What do we have for the collective, please? Period. Ace of Wands in the upright position. Okay. So your flame is being reignited. You being powered up. I feel like some of you guys are gonna get into this energy where you feel like nothing can shake you. Now, if you look behind this Ace of Wands, there is a cloud, but the hand is coming out the cloud. Like, this is like you seeing your way out of the darkness. When you go through a dark period in your life and it's just you and you come out on the other end of that shit, you do feel like filled with a lot of faith and you do feel strong and empowered. So this is, I don't want you to allow like negative energies to make you feel like, oh, I shouldn't feel. No, you should feel like this, because it's like you breaking through the storm, you breaking through the cloud, the darkness, the cloud, the cloudy days, and you feeling up. You know, like there's something gonna be happening in your energy. I feel like, you know, possibly all the way into Taurus season. Excuse me. Like Aries and Taurus season is going to be a very let's just say eye-opening season for you in terms of like your power, your ability to create things and watch those things take fold. I just heard Aaliyah say, at your best you are loved. So like some of you guys are going to be at your best. And it's like the people who love you love to see you at your best. They love to see you in your power. That's why Spirit was saying at the top of your reading to surround yourself with those types of people who like want to see you in your power. The only people who are going to see that is other powerful people. Oh, I love the original version, HP3. Shout out to your dad, HP3. Yeah. So there's something going on where you could have been down though with the Ten of Swords. You could have been down, but you're getting back up because the Ten of Swords is here in reverse. Can you show me this, please, Spirit? Ashe, you have the Temperance. I'm telling you, you about to be at your best. You about to be back balanced. I feel like for some of you guys, you were in between two worlds. Some of you guys were like really stuck in the spiritual world to where you were kind of like just floating. And then you had this epiphany with the Ace of Wands where you're like, oh my God, I got to get back to earth. I got to get back grounded. As you did when you started off with the Queen of Pentacles. And then for others of you, you could have been so caught up in the world and making it in the world that the spiritual aspect of your life could have been lacking. So with the Temperance and the Ace of Wands, this is like everything coming together. You're realizing like, okay, 1 foot in the 3D, 1 foot in the 5 and above, you know, like you really are learning how to balance like your spiritual and your physical energy. And that's so important so that you don't like lose your fucking mind, okay? Or till you get so caught in the physical world that you can't appreciate the synchronicities, the serendipities, the epiphanies, the little spiritual trinkets and things that get dropped in your lap. Like Spirit is really calling for someone to be present in both worlds. And the group of people that I'm talking to, I know you know how to do this. But you possibly with the Ten of Swords, you could have been going through such a tough time that it was hard for you to like, you know, grapple. It was like hard for you to, get your footing. But that's turning around with the Temperance and the Ace of Wands. You're going to start to be more present. You're going to start to be more aware. How do I feel physically? How do I feel spiritually? Which one feels like it needs the most work? And then it's crazy because with the Temperance, it's like when you feed what those energies need, it's like they start to like, feed each other. So you're definitely going to see yourself feeling more spiritually grounded. I'm hearing more spiritually aware as well. Confirmation here, you have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. I want you to know that once you get spiritually and physically grounded, things are going to start to unfold, the resources. You're going to start to be able to like literally call these things in with your spirit, with your energy. Okay, let's see. What do we have, please, Spirit? Some of you guys need to really brush up on your spiritual practices. There's so much more that you need to learn about your spiritual path, about spirituality, about energy, everything. Not the Six of Cups, the Moon, okay? Piscean energy, so some of you guys may have Pisces in your highly aspected in your chart, but Pisces rules the 12th house, which is the hidden, right? So you need to get balanced around that. Some of you guys are seers. Some of you guys are clairaudient, clairvoyance, clairsentient. It goes on and on. You need to like dig deeper into that. And with the Six of Pentacles, figure out how to work it. So some of you guys may need to learn how to work your gifts. You may need to learn how to like work with spirit, with the Hierophant, the Temperance. Some of you guys may need to learn that. And I'm telling you straight up, learning that can save your life. Learning that can empower you. It can, propel you into the, I can't even explain it. And with the Moon, it's just so deep. It's so deep. It's so hidden that like you won't know it unless you're experiencing, you're in it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What do we have, please, Spirit? Knight of Cups. Yeah. Whatever it is you learn, it's going to make the journey feel a little lighter. Feel a little, I feel like some of you guys are going to be learning something and you're going to get like a little pep in your step. Like you ever get like some good energy or like somebody ever drop some jewels on you or something like that, and it make you feel lighter, and then you put that shit to use and then you see like, oh my God, this really do work. Like, and then you start to feel good about the journey. I feel like there's a renewal of somebody's energy and it's helping them to see their journey in a different light, more lighthearted with the Knight of Cups. I feel like somebody needs to be more lighthearted. Okay? All right, let's see. Yeah, somebody does need to be more lighthearted. Sun in reverse. Yep. Somebody definitely needs to be more lighthearted. Somebody needs to learn how to look on the bright side. Spirit, can you show me this Sun in reverse, please? King of Swords in reverse. Court card energy. So this, if this is not you, gang, this is somebody in your external environment that's like always negative. Always, the King of Swords in reverse is always negative. Always trying to, mind fuck somebody. It's very exhausting. That's why the sun's in reverse, because the sun is solar energy. It charges you up. There could be somebody that you, in your external environment, when I say external, this is like somebody that maybe they don't live with you. Maybe you see them when you go to work, or when you in the outside, when you socializing, when you on the phone. Like, this is somebody that is not in your home. Now, it could be for some of you, but it's like somebody's just always negative. If you say, oh my God, the sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. They're like, yeah, but I don't like that because it's too hot, or I can't see my phone screen. Like, somebody always going to counter something good with something bad. Show me this King of Swords in reverse. The Emperor in reverse, yeah. But this is just how somebody is, I feel like that's how somebody controls things. Yeah, somebody's just like, they just naturally negative. Because that's how they like control things. They control things by like always. They're exhausting. I don't even feel like talking about why they do it, It's a control tactic. It is what it is. This is how somebody gets people to like be on their level. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Well, I feel like this energy is not really important. You have the Five of Wands in reverse. Wait, hold on, y'all. Wait, hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. Dang. All right, five of Wands in reverse. So this energy doesn't matter, because I feel like if someone is trying to be controlling, or keep up something, it's coming to an end. Seven of Swords in reverse. Sometimes people make bad plans. All right, whoever this Knight of Swords is, King of Swords in reverse is. Sometimes people make bad plans, and those plans tend to blow up in their face. I clarify this King of Swords in reverse. I get the Queen of Swords in reverse. Two people here, court card energy. Whoever these two people are, they've made a plan that's like blowing up in their face. Like if it was a plan with the Five of Wands energy to cause a disturbance for someone or something like that, it's blowing up in their face. I feel like these types of people, they need too much attention because like we be having like a lot of energy flowing and then they have to like show up in their negative form. I feel like these are people who cause like conflict or confrontation or competition when they don't feel seen enough. Somebody really desires like validation. And when they don't receive validation, they act a fool. Even if it means lying, because the King of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse, they never tell the truth. So and with the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like their lies even are blowing up in their face. So if someone was lying on someone just to cause trouble or drama in their life, they're seeing how these lies have started to blow up in their face. They're seeing people like, well, didn't you say they was... And then, it's showing that that's not even what it really was. With the Seven of Swords in reverse too, I'm feeling like, and the Five of Wands in reverse, I feel like somebody is being found out. Like if someone was the one, like say there's 5 people on this card. Say it's like you have a group of friends or a group of people, whatever, and someone is lying or, purposely like keeping up confrontation within this group or within these people. They're being seen like, oh, you're the troublemaker. You're the problem. Like somebody is being seen as the problem. So it's not going to be easy for them, Five of Wands and Seven of Swords in reverse, to keep up some type of charade or some type of drama. Somebody too, like if this is like a group of people, somebody wanted to be like the leader, King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, and they're not. So that could also too be why this person may try to keep up drama, is to like infiltrate something from within with the Seven of Swords. If you notice on the Seven of Swords, he's like escaping from like some type of like war camp or something like that. So somebody is not going to be able to escape like whatever drama they created. Like somebody just didn't want to see. I don't give a fuck what they didn't want to see, okay? Because truth be told, these types of people are annoying as fuck. And they know they're annoying. But they're just hoping that other people don't. All right, let's move on. Because, like, at our big age, we should not still be, like, running and playing telephone tag and gossip and competing and drama. Like, come on. At some point, you evolve. You get out of that childish bullshit. But whoever these people are, they're not. And so y'all not evenly yoked with each other. And it's one thing to not be evenly yoked with others. You move on. You gracefully bow out and you move on. But some people don't know how to do that. If they don't feel like they evenly yoked with others, They want to destroy that instead of just going and rebuilding elsewhere with people who are in the same mindset as them. You ever notice how, like, if you like calm and low key and just chill, you tend to attract people who are like overbearing, over the top, always in some mess, got a hand in every pot, got know everybody tea. But then when they come to you, they want to act like they like all calm and chill and laid back like you. No, no, you will know them by their fruit. If they always in some mess, that's how they are. They always in somebody else's business, and that's how they truly are. All right, let's move on. What do we have, please? King of Wands in the upright position here, with the Four of Wands in reverse. I feel like somebody is tired of living where they living at. I feel like somebody feels like they're better than that. And Spirit is not saying like somebody feels like ungrateful or like stuck up or nothing. Somebody just feels like they're better than the environment that they're in. King of Wands is very big energy. And so somebody just feels like they've outgrown a space. The Four of Wands represents the foundation, even the home. I feel like somebody feels like that. Like, man, I don't even belong here. Environment, wherever. Somebody just feels like they don't belong there. Somebody feels like they're like sticking out like a sore thumb. I'm seeing whoever this King of Wands is, I'm seeing them being in some type of environment, and like maybe if it's like a service worker, it don't even have to be somebody this person know. Like maybe they called a gas company out to like relight their pilot, or you know, whatever. The cable guy, the internet guy, something like that come by. Like even those people are looking at them like, what are you doing in this place? Like somebody is realizing like, man, I'm too royal for some certain things, to be dealing with certain stuff, to be in certain spaces. I feel, and I don't feel like, honestly, in my heart, I don't feel like this is coming from somebody being like haughty or conceited or like, you know, looking down. I feel like somebody has evolved and healed and grown, and like our spirits are real things. Like you could physically, King of Wands, be in one place, but your spirit, confirmation, number 0, the Fool, is like stretching to the ethers for something more. Somebody is like, yo, somebody's like, I've lived here for like 10, 15 years. I've outgrown this. My spirit has outgrown this space. Like somebody is reaching for more etherically. Like, I don't know, I know you understand what I mean, gang. With the Fool, major arcana, and it being number 0, it's like somebody is like ready to start over. Somebody want a fresh start. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe some of you guys have had a hard time in life, and you don't ever want to seem to spirit like you ungrateful or something like that. But I want you to know it's okay for you to want more. King of Wands with the Fool. It's just how you go about it. Because, you know, people see the Fool and they think like, oh, somebody being foolish. You know, it depends on the energy. But what I'm picking up on is like somebody needs to just take a risk, but it has to be calculated. It has to be like a plan that looks like a risk on the surface, but deep inside, this is something that somebody's free spirit needs. Somebody is like a free spirit. They're not supposed to stay in one place for too long, but they have. But with the Four of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing like an hourglass. I'm not seeing it on, it's not on the card, but in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like an hourglass. And the sand is getting low. And somebody knows this. Like somebody can feel it in their soul. Like I gotta make a push. Manifest that push. Call it in. Your soul wants it. Your soul needs it. Like, don't be so comfortable all the time. Don't be fixed all the time. If you are a fixed person, you need to start on your plan a way ahead of time. So it's time for somebody to take a leap. It's time for somebody to like leave like this seemingly secure space they're in. It's not really secure though in some way. Let me see why. Can you show me this, please? Damn, I clarified the Four of Wands in reverse with the Four of Wands in reverse. It's only secure because it's always been there. That's why it seems secure, because it's like all reliable. You know, if nothing don't work out, that's gonna work out. Or if you know if you can't go nowhere, you could be there, but it's something missing with the Four of Wands in reverse. I just heard there's no place like home. Okay, so yeah, it may be stable, it may be home, but somebody don't feel at home. Like, what's that song by Luther Vandross? I just heard it. I'm not about to sing it because I'm still, you know, I'm in recovery, gang. Give me a break. But yeah. I just heard that Luther Vandross song. But that's deep to me. The Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, D'Angela, sing it. The Four of Wands in reverse twice. It's stable because it's reliable or because it's accessible. Thank you. Not reliable, it's accessible, but it's something missing there. I clarify this energy. I get the Knight of Pentacles in reverse because something's not growing there. It's like it's there. It may be a little comfortable, but comfort zones, nothing grows in comfort zones. It's like you get so far and then the plans stop. It's the environment, gang. It's somebody's environment. This came up last month in one of the collective readings as well. So somebody's environment is like time's up with the hourglass. You know, bottom of the deck here, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and somebody's like, man, I'm tired of this shit though. I don't feel like having to work. Somebody don't like moving. Somebody don't like the work they have to do to move. They don't like the work that they have to do to change, to shift environment. Like somebody don't want to do that work. Bottom line. But they're going to have to. I clarify this energy. I get the Seven of Wands in reverse. This place, this environment is not serving like your highest good. It's like you're too vulnerable and wherever you are. You're too vulnerable wherever you are. And I'm not talking about, oh, your feelings. I'm talking about to the elements around you. Can you show me this, please? Yeah. See? The lovers in the upright position with the Five of Wands. I can't even show the lovers no more, gang. Yeah, they tripping. But anyway, the lovers in the upright with the Five of Wands in reverse. You need to be somewhere where it's not a lot of traffic. Like somebody, the baby crying. Somebody may be like somewhere where there's a lot of traffic. Hold on. Damn it. Come on. All right, don't come in here fussing. Climb up over there and sit down. Yeah, somebody may be somewhere where there's a lot of traffic or a lot of noise. I'm seeing somebody like somebody may live in like an apartment complex. No tea, no shade. But it's like somebody may feel like everybody's like on top of each other. Somebody may also feel like too they're tired of like fighting over like where to park, or it's something going on in someone's environment where it's like too busy, like it's too much, like somebody always gotta like fight through traffic just to go get something to eat, or like it's something going on where it's just too much, and somebody got like needs somebody, their spirit is like needs to branch out. Hey, Medicine Squirrel. Yeah, you right, Medicine Squirrel. You right. You right. So yeah, with the Five of Wands in reverse twice, I feel like somebody needs to be somewhere where things are kind of slower, where things have slowed down a bit. I just heard north. So maybe somebody needs to go north. You know, I don't know your life. I don't know where you live, but maybe somebody needs to go north. Something about that. Because it's something about getting out of like the hustle and bustle and you know, just too much. And I feel like too with the Five of Wands in reverse twice, when somebody does, like their nervous system is going to benefit from this. Can you show me this, please, Spirit?
Spring is here, and you know I had to run to deep discounts for the best home decor find.
All right, let's see. Period, Medicine Squirrel. Yeah. I clarify this Five of Wands and I get the Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody too, they could possibly be tired of like hearing like people tired of hearing people like argue, or maybe somebody live downstairs and somebody lives upstairs and they're too loud over them. There's something going on where like I'm telling you, somebody's nervous system would benefit from them being somewhere where it's less movement or something going on. Can you show me this, please? But Spirit is saying like don't be impulsive with this plan to get away from this. Like, start with the visualization of it. Start, like, have you remember when we was a kid? Oh, y'all remember when we was a kid and they had the Sears catalog that came out when it was Christmas time, and you got to sit there and look through that big old thick ass book and like circle all the stuff that you wanted. It's like you was like window shopping or some shit as a child, or you get to see those cartoons in the morning, and then the commercials were like all the new toys that were coming out. Like, it's like that kind of thing. Period. Me too, HP3. I clarify this energy. I get the Ace of Pentacles. So Spirit is like, I know you need this. I'm gonna make sure you have the resources to get this, but hold on. Don't be too, don't be wilding out with the Knight of Swords. Five of Wands is like, I know you want to get away from this. I know you need a break from this, but wait a minute. I have something else in store for you. This is confirmation because remember you had the Ace of Wands? Where is it? A lot of Pentacles still. I could have swore you had the Ace of... Oh, here it is. Yeah. You had the Ace of Wands. My mom used to have a finger hut account. They used to think they was balling with the finger hut. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, it's like you're going to have the resources and everything. But at the same time, it's like, don't do something impulsive just because you want to get out of a situation that you're in, is what Spirit is saying. Finger hut is still out? Oh my God, I gotta look online then, just for old time's sake. Yeah. Don't do anything impulsive at this time just because you're trying to make a move. Yeah, D'Angela, that's what be happening. Yeah. That's why Spirit is saying, like, for real, Tanaya? Yeah, Spirit is saying, like, don't do nothing too hasty just because you want to get out of a uncomfortable situation, because the way is coming, The way is coming. The resources is coming. For some of you, it's just the money. But with the Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have the money. You started off with the Queen of Pentacles. I told you at the top of the reading, you're going to have the money. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have the resources. You did have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Just don't do nothing impulsive. Just pace yourself. Think about things. Think before you reply. Think before you speak. We still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So, like, say if somebody texts you, make sure you read it. Don't just skim through it and then answer it afterwards. And then you look at it afterwards and you done said something mean-spirited or something off the wall because you didn't read and you didn't intuit, like, the energy of the way it was said. Like, don't do nothing hasty just because you in an uncomfortable situation. Okay, let's move forward. Like, don't go into no contracts either because, hasty. Like, somebody really needs to read the fine print, though. Like how you kind of like skim through some shit and just put accept. Like when you updating your phone or some shit, this ain't that. Like, somebody needs to kind of like slow down. Because the Knight of Swords doesn't take time to look at the details to really map out the plan. They're just ready to go. Don't do that. Because with the Ace of Pentacles, there's like a jewel here that's coming in to pave the way. If you look at the hand, it's the pentacle. Right under it, it's this journey, it's this path. So like, don't do nothing too, you know what I'm saying, impulsive, because spirit is like, it's a jewel I gotta give you before you can go on this new journey. And with the Knight of Pentacles coming out too at the top of the reading, like, pace yourself. You know, I feel like divine timing is really at play because you have the Temperance, Major Arcana, and the Justice. So, you know, pace yourself at this time. Okay. Yeah, see? Yeah. Tower in reverse. Redirection and spirit's protection, delays actually sometimes turn out to go in your favor. With the Tower in reverse, the reason you've been slowed down or put in hermit mode, excuse me, felt like things weren't going your way, it was because spirit was helping you dodge a bullet. That's why I'm telling you, it's a game changer to not always see a delay as something to be angry about, to not always see the crumbling of a relationship or an association or something as something you should be angry about. Sometimes that shit actually, Major Arcana, the Tower in reverse, it actually is turning out in your favor. Spirit's like, oh, I didn't want you there at this time because this was going to happen. That's why I made you have to pull over and change your tire out of nowhere. That's why I made you have to stop and put air in your tires when you was full last night and then the air never leaked again. Like little shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, slow down. You about to head out the house to go to the store. All of a sudden, your dog start pulling at your feet. They need something. Da 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 da. You just took an extra 10 minutes seeing what's wrong with this mug. By the time you leave the house, you didn't avoided some type of crazy car crash or something like. But it's on a bigger scale. This is like your life. You had a lot of Major Arcana and Pentacles. This is like your life. So there's areas in your life where you have had delays, or there's areas in your life where you had to learn what heartache felt like, what pain felt like, what loss felt like. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, what mourning felt like. Like, all of these things were like putting you in a position to like change just a small part of your life for the bigger picture. And then we see things falling apart to come together. Sometimes we gotta, that's why I'm saying it's a change in perspective. You know, sometimes things fall apart just to come together. It's the falling apart that we don't appreciate. But then when the plan work and it come together, oh, we happy then. Three of Cups. That's what Spirit has been teaching you. The lesson has been in reverse tonight. Low key, but I know you know what I'm talking about. You can think of times in your life where you wanted something so bad and Spirit, it just wasn't for you. Or you wanted a person so bad, but they just wasn't for you. Those are the times you need to be grateful. Not mad, not bitter, not praying on nobody's downfall. Those are the times you need to be like, wait a minute, hold up. What if this was all redirection for protection? And then you don't feel so heavy no more. It'll still sting, you know, because we care, we feel. But at the same time, spiritually, intelligent wise, you'll be like, all right. You'll be like, all right. You'll see the lesson, the Hermit. You'll see the lesson with the Hermit. Spirit, can you show me this Tower in reverse, please? Yeah, see, I ain't even gonna hold you. Five of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys dodged bottom of the deck, the Tower. I'm telling you, you could have had detours on your paths, roadblocks, like whatever. It's all been working out in your favor, but it's so chaotic at the time when you in it. It's fucking chaotic. It don't feel comfortable. You like whatever, whatever. But then I'm telling you, when the smoke clears and you come out on the other side, you be like, damn, that's why it worked out that way. And you'll say to yourself, I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad because it worked out better for me. Somebody gonna find themselves saying that in somebody's life. They gonna be in a situation, they gonna be like, oh, that's why it had to go that way. I can't even be mad. And it don't even have to be a loss with the Tower in reverse. Like, it could just be something that kind of like had to happen the way it happened. And you could have been carried with grace through it. Hierophant in the upright, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Temperance in the upright. You could have been carried through something in grace and then find out on the back end later, like, that's why Spirit lined that up like that. I'm telling you, it's all perception. That's why it's no need to get mad. Now, some situations, we talking different. It's no need to get mad like all the time about everything. You got to sit back and just be calm with the Temperance and find like the meaning, the truth of it all. Even if that means looking at your own intentions. Like, why did you want that so bad? And why are you so upset that Spirit didn't give it to you because they knew it wasn't for you? That's what the Hermit has been doing here. All this shit has been happening around the Hermit. That was the first major arcana. The Hermit. So it's about you and your perception and the things you learned, the wisdom you've acquired through the experiences and shit. And then you realizing like, damn, such and such. Can't you think of times when your life was spared? When your life was like saved? Those are the Towers in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Oh, you was going to link up with somebody. You didn't link up with them. And they turned out to really be an enemy with the Five of Swords. Somebody was removed out of your life and you thought y'all was having a good time and everything was cool. Later on, you find out Five of Swords, this motherfucker was on some crazy shit. Like, you gotta look at circumstances. That'll make you really be present. That'll really strike a nerve for your ass to be in a space of gratitude. When you think of the times when the Tower was reversed in your life and you didn't have to experience something that could have been crazier than you just having to let something go or be redirected or be delayed. All right, what do we have, please, Spirit? Period. King of Pentacles in the upright position. Yeah. With the Two of Wands in reverse. Didn't I tell you everything was falling apart to come together? Oh, I loved them. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, but you better off without them. King of Pentacles in the upright. Oh, I wanted to be there. I wanted to do that. Yeah, but it turns out you better off without it. King of Pentacles in the upright. That's your legacy. So shit that you are not associated with or tied to, it's all panning out to like make your legacy better. Confirmation. Bottom of the deck is the Judgment in the upright position. So everything that you're separated from, the redirection, it's all for the best. With the major arcana, the Judgment, I feel like somebody I'm talking to tonight is going to find I just keep hearing like a new lease on life. You have so many good cards tonight. Um, a lot of pentacles. You had more pentacles than cups. You had a gang of pentacles and a few wands and a gang of major arcana. So it's stuff happening like in all areas of your life. You know, I feel like some of you guys are going to come across people who may be living the lifestyle that you want for yourself, not in an envious, coveting kind of way, but with the Judgment, the Fool, and the King of Pentacles. You might meet somebody that's like able to do what they love at their own leisure. And with the Judgment, they may drop a jewel on you on how to do it. Some of you guys with that Eight of Wands, you're going to definitely be meeting people and communicating with people who either are where you once saw yourself being, or they may have knowledge that you can apply to where you want to be. But I feel like you just might have some very insightful encounters with people, but I feel like things are going to be on the up and up with the King of Pentacles in the upright. Can you show me this, please? I feel like somebody needs to get used to success. They need to get used to success by way of seeing other people have it, close to them, not close to them, looking out into the world, studying successful tactics and shit like that. You have clarifying this energy. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position with the Knight, I almost said Knight, but with the Chariot in the upright position. Some of you guys with the Chariot, you need to put yourself in successful environments. Here we go with the environment again. Some of you guys want to live in certain areas and just drive around those areas and look and manifest. With the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles, somebody does a lot of thinking when they're on the road. Somebody likes to drive. Somebody likes to drive and think, talk to themselves. I see somebody driving and then they turn on music for a little while and then afterwards they turn the music off. Like abruptly too. Like they may just turn it off in the middle of a song that they actually really like, you know, with the Chariot and upright, but it's like, follow me. You ever been in the house and you forgot you was cooking something and you be like, ooh, something burning, so then you turn the TV down? Or like you thinking, so you gotta turn the song off, or it's something like that. Like when one sensory goes off, somebody got to do something to another one so that they can actually like tune in. I feel like somebody does that like when they driving. Like with the Chariot and the Vigor, it's like maybe something gets them going, and then with the Ace of Pentacles, they're like, okay, wait a minute, let me turn this song off because Spirit telling me how to do something, or like I'm getting a download, or like I need to hear my thoughts to myself so that it can, you know, like somebody has like a funny way. I'm just seeing somebody like talking and thinking to themselves, like, but it's positive. It works. It works for them though. With the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles, it works. Yeah, HP3. Yeah, yeah. Can you show me this, please? Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. Somebody is really good at like moving on after a heartbreak or moving on after they've taken a loss. Somebody is very good at that. Like somebody really know how to take it on the chin. Pause. Somebody really like is good at that. They like, okay, yeah, all right, I'm moving forward. Like somebody doesn't stay Three of Swords in reverse and like heartbreak too long, anger too long. Somebody could be very lighthearted with the Three of Swords in reverse. Like this is somebody that like they'll be mad at like 12 o'clock, but like by 12:45 they're like over it. Let's see here. What is this? Woo, honey. Totally different energy. Okay. You got the Four of Pentacles in the upright position with the Devil in the upright position. Ooh, honey. Your ability to like move on quickly has somebody pissed. You being able to like get over being slighted or whatever really fast has somebody pissed. Like somebody is holding on to a grudge, okay? Period, Ezra. Somebody like, oh, so you're not heartbroken anymore? Oh, you're not down bad, you're not sad, you don't feel outcast, like you don't feel like a loss. Like somebody is holding on to like some very toxic energy. Let me see how we doing on battery, cause all right, we gonna have to hurry up, gang, cause battery is getting low. But yeah, somebody is holding on to a grudge. Confirmation, death in reverse. Like the only reason why somebody want to live is to just be mad at you. That is so petty. I just heard married to medicine. I don't know what that is, but Spirit said married to anger. Mm-hmm. That's crazy when you think about it. Like somebody only reason they feel like to exist is to like hold some type of grudge or some type of anger. Like somebody gonna carry that to their deathbed. I don't know what you did to somebody, but they feel like they gonna be mad at you until they not even in this dimension anymore. And with the death in reverse, they gonna come back and still be mad at you in your next lifetime too. Why? Can you show me this? Married to medicine. This motherfucker might need some medicine. Shit. Mm-hmm. King of Wands in reverse with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Court card energy. They just mad because you let them go. That's it. They mad that you didn't play the game. Thank you. That you didn't attend the circus. Thank you. That's all. They just mad that you didn't play. I don't know what kind of game. I don't know your life. But they just mad that you didn't stick around and play the game. You didn't be in the circus. You wasn't trying to juggle some drama or what. I don't know. They was coming with something. King of Wands in reverse. You never know what type of scheme or some type of drama they own. You chose not to deal with it. Bottom of the deck here is the High Priestess in the upright position. Bottom of the other deck here is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. So not only did you choose not to play or be a part of the circus, you actually moved on and got better. You actually healed more than this person thought you would. You actually start to see the favor on your life with the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you guys may be able to look into your life and see some type of uh karmic relationships that you were dealing with that were holding you back from your true self, even if it was just a small portion of you. And you can see that once you freed yourself from that, that part of you has been revived or it's in the process of being regenerated. Like you're seeing those pieces come back together. With the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, confirmation. You have clarifying the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Hangman in reverse. Now that you are not in some type of toxic connection, you can hear better, you can see better, you can feel better. Like somebody is very like, I just heard the word high sensory. So maybe you don't like to feel everybody's shit all the time. But I feel like once you got away from whoever this was, it's like your senses start to like rejuvenate. I'm seeing like in my mind like nerve endings like being repaired with like little light beams. They look like lasers, but it's like I'm seeing like nerve endings being repaired with like little light beams, like zip, zip, zip. I'm seeing that. So you could definitely finally have found some refuge, and like healing is not linear. So like you get out of something and then the energy of that can linger on. And so now like you're going to be feeling the effects of those, of like your nervous system finally being able to like be at rest. Bottom of the deck here is the Devil in the upright, so that's twice. Yeah, because you could have been around somebody who was like so toxic. The Devil comes out with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Could have had someone that was so toxic and emotionally toxic, volatile in your energy that your nervous system was fried. That'll happen. With the Hangman energy, you'll start to forget shit, misplace shit. You'll lose lapse of time. But once you remove yourself and you break away from that and you're not on, you did have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and you're not on guard all the time. Your nervous system has to readjust. It has to adjust to that. You know, it has to adjust to not always having to be on guard. That's what's happening for somebody with the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like somebody is realizing like them tapping into their spiritual path is what's helped them on that path, on that journey. Like, you know, reclaiming their nervous system, you know, repairing themselves. I feel like somebody really feels like their spiritual path is what's helped them with that. There's a lot of horror stories about spirituality and stuff, but with the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune, somebody may have a good story, like how spirituality saved their life, or how diving deeper into their spiritual path has helped them, has brought them good things in their life. Like somebody has a different story with the Hangman in reverse. But this is not to say somebody hasn't went through trials and tribulations. It's to say with the Hangman in reverse, they have a different perspective, because the Hangman talks about your perspective. the way you see things. And when it's in reverse, it's like a breath of fresh air, because now you're not seeing it in like a stuck, fixed way. You're seeing it like, oh my God, through new eyes. The crown chakra is illuminated. With the high priestess and the hangman, it's like your intuition. You're being spiritually led by your higher self. And you're going to see how fortunate that is. Because not everybody can do that. Not everybody knows how to abandon certain parts of themselves to listen to their higher self. So that's where the Wheel of Fortune comes in. Like, damn, me listening to my higher self and tapping into my higher self, and, you know, it's giving you something, you know? All right, let's move forward, gang. But I feel like there's a lot of favor out here for you. Okay. I really been feeling this deck a lot lately, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull from it. Shout out to everybody who liked the video. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, let's see. You know what? I would love to get my hands on an old Sears catalog. That's some shit you gonna be finding like your great grandma or your grandma's like garage or something. I love nostalgic shit like that. Okay, let's see, gang. Wow. Period. You guys got number 9, Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after? I'm telling you, don't think the worst case scenario at this time. I'm telling you, Spirit's about to show up and show out in your life. But you got to have faith. Faith is that open gate for it to even happen. You was down, but I'm telling you, you about to be back up. All right? And I think on Sunday, we did the collective reading, and Spirit was saying that you guys were the Phoenix rising. Okay, so let's read this. No matter how hopeless you may be feeling at this moment, know this: you can and will survive whatever trials you've been put through. From the ashes of the past, you shall create a storybook ending filled with beauty and resilience. All future flames will cower when they hear the whisperings of your name. Period. I'm telling you. And remember oh my God, Spirit is so on point. Remember I was telling you earlier it was like a quiet resurrection, or like a quiet, something like it's quiet on both ends, you know, but the whisper is going to be it's going to be so quiet that the whisper is going to be loud. Whoever has wronged you or tried to burn you at the stake, when it's quiet, them motherfuckers hear your name. When it's quiet and they don't have nobody to distract them from shit, they hear how they treated you. They hear the lies. They hear the wicked thoughts they had about you. They hear all of that shit. And you about to be in your Phoenix rising stage. And if you look here on this card between her legs, she has a book. On one page is written, and on the next page it's not. So you about to, that's where the happily ever after comes. You about to write the next chapter, or the ending of your story will be by your hand, not the ones who tried to destroy you or burn you or outcast you or whatever it is. And I'm telling you, they do cower when they hear the whispers of your name, because with the 9 energy, they realize, like, they've come all this way to realize, like, you was never the enemy. You was never the fucking enemy. And they tried to burn you for no reason. So now every time they hear your name, see you pop up, whatever, they're reminded of that shit. Yep. It says, from the ashes of the past, you shall create a storybook ending filled with beauty and resilience. Motherfuckers want to make you feel ashamed that you still standing. You know? Like, oh, after all I did to you, you got the nerve to still be standing? Yes. You know? They try to use that reverse psychology on you. Like, oh, you should have gave up by now after how many trials and tribulations you've been through. Where it say that at? It says, know this. You can and will survive whatever trials you've been put through. Yeah, been put through at the hands of others. That should be happening sometimes. People be at war with themselves, and then they come into your life and want to and make you a casualty of that war. You survived the war that people were at within themselves. So that means they already lost. All right, let's see. Hey, baby bro. Yes, period. So don't even trip. You about to rise. Like, yo, this is not the end of your story, baby. This is not the end of your story. You about to rewrite the next chapter, and it's going to be amazing. Okay? Somebody wants your forgiveness, but fuck that. Okay, we're forgive out here? No. Because you got thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. You know what I'm saying? It's like the people who was wishing ill on your head. What Spirit said earlier was praying on your downfall. It says, weave together the crown you deserve with those thorns. You know? Let's read this. All right. It says, this right here is the ultimate card of celebration. Not just of yourself. You're amazing though. But of those around you. When you're done putting on your crown each and every rising, go and help someone else put on theirs. You have so much love and wisdom to spread. So don't waste it. Self-love is essential, but community is important too. And I told your ass at the top of the reading with the 3 of Cups that you needed to be around people who were going to celebrate you making it through these trials and tribulations, coming out on the other end of it. Not those who just want front row seats to your pain or your perceived downfall. No. You want to be around people who going to adjust your crown, and then in return you can adjust theirs. You know, like, that reciprocal energy. And it's so funny that my little brother came on the reading right now, because I told y'all years ago, he always would fuss at me about community. Oh, sis, if you're going through something, lean on community. Community supposed to be, and he always tell me that. So it's no coincidence that he came on the reading right when this card came up talking about community and whatnot. So look at those who are there, and it's only 3 people in both cards. So maybe you don't have a gang of people celebrating you, but sometimes your circle needs to be small. I'd rather have a small circle of supportive, loving, and kind people than just a gang of motherfuckers around me to pass the time or to fill voids. You're right. Always on time. So put on your crown and then help the others around you put on theirs too. Iron sharpens iron. The pain you've experienced and you still made it, you can crown other people with that resilience. Like, look, I've been through this. That's why it's good to listen to people's story. Not so that you can be like, oh, I know, good to know I ain't the only one who went through this. Not because of that, but because you can see the resilience and the ambition and, the strength that other people had to pull themselves out of stuff and still be able to wear their crown. All right, let's get another one, gang. And this ain't the time to be trying to forgive everybody who threw stones at you when they saw you wearing a crown with thorns on it. They didn't know that roses bear thorns. Some of you guys may feel like you are the rose that, grew from concrete. Maybe you resonate with that. But it's like when people are down, that's not the time you throw stones at them. That's the time when they may need more uplifting than any other time. But you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find the people that you can uplift and that can uplift you. It has to be reciprocal. And it's not going to be always in the same fashion because everybody got their own energy signature. But you know what I'm saying? All right. You guys got flower. Be honest with yourself. Let's read this. I don't think we ever get this card. Number 17. Okay. It says, we do ourselves a major disservice when we aren't truthful with ourselves. There's something you know to be true, yet you continue to ignore it. Lying to yourself may feel like the easiest thing to do, but things have changed. It's time for you to face reality, even if it makes you uncomfortable. No matter the outcome, it won't be nearly as bad as you think. Oh, remember when we were talking earlier about the 6 of Cups and, looking at your intentions for things that you wanted and why. And when those things didn't pan out, really feeling like why you felt that disappointment. And, with the Hermit too, this is just all about looking into yourself, And you see how she has her hand over her mouth and one over her stomach, and her eyebrows kind of look worried. Like, this is somebody who is like coming into some type of realization, like, oh my God, did I actually make somebody feel like that? Or, oh my God, have I actually been being this way? Somebody is really like coming into the truth of themselves, but that's what's going to help them blossom. And it's okay. It's okay to admit you misjudged or you were wrong. Like, it's fine. All right. Let's see, gang. All right. Okay, you guys got becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. Now, this card came out in reverse. It's number 5. 5 represents the big changes, you know, the uncomfortable changes. Fives are always hard to kind of like, you know, deal with. Okay, this card says, feeling there is no point to your trials, an inability to see you're courageous and learning all the time. Doubting you have the endurance to cope with the challenges being faced. Believing you are weak and unable to tackle the smallest of adversities. Feeling you will fall apart when troubled times come. Afraid of adventure, daunted by tests. Woo! Now, some of you guys could be in this space, but I feel like too, some of you guys could be coming out on the other end of this. I feel like somebody's tired of being in that space, like always thinking the worst, feeling like something can't change, and you know, not being bold and brave. I feel like somebody has grown tired with this, but we talked about this in the tarot, you know, but everybody's on different paths. Somebody may feel still in that energy, like, damn, it's always something. I can't do nothing. Like, try to change that as much as possible. I know it's hard. All right, let's see. Okay, you guys got number 40, keeping up, immense effort, advance. Let me get it this focus. Shit. Okay. And you see how she got that little clock in her hand? This is the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. See how she got that little clock in her hand? Like, somebody feel like they're not keeping up with the times, or like time is moving around fast around them, and they could be, you know, stuck in the same place no matter how much effort. They feel like maybe they're not advancing, but I feel like that may change. Let's see. I just heard time loop. Okay, this card says, a time of very hard work, getting ahead, determination, and resolve to push through into the next stage. The urge to improve your status and be rewarded, moving quickly with strength and stamina. A great deal to process and integrate. That's the energy at the top of the reading with the 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, where I was saying like one of the hardest parts is going to be like lining something up, trying to figure out how something can be integrated into whatever you already have going on, but it be beneficial at the same time. Okay, so that's still what's going on. Yeah. I feel like you're going to do the hard work to get ahead, and then after that, it's going to kind of like go smoothly into your regular program. All right, gang. That was your quick energy check-in. Collective tarot reading. I love you guys so much. Thanks again to all my moderators, my amazing members of the channel, my subscribers, super chat, everybody who liked the video. I appreciate you guys. Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. How to book a personal reading or purchase anything from my websites. Alright, gang. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other if you can. Sending you love, peace, and balance.